The most dangerous idea we can think about is that we know it. The most dangerous idea we can think about is that we have all figured it out. This is the most dangerous idea, and perhaps this stands in your way in the highest regard possible. And so, every one of you and every single person who thinks that knows it all or knows something truly, really deeply is deluding themselves. And I would like to bring up a super duper important concept, and perhaps one of the most important ideas in the civilization is that we do not understand reality. We can only have a concept about reality, and we can have something that is embracing all what we can understand about reality and the universe, if you will. But that is just our broadest understanding. So, for example, if we would like to take physics, for example, before Newton, or before physics and the scientific revolution, basically when we had like a full moon, or we had like a solar eclipse, then people were thinking that, yeah, this is because of the gods, this is because we've done something bad to the other tribe, and this is what our god gives us, this is because of God. And this was back there, this was the best understanding of the universe. This was humanity's best understanding of the universe, because of these god, because of the sun god, or because of the moon god, or whatever the freaking hell might they come up with. And so after that, we came to the understanding that solar eclipse occurs because the moon comes before the sun, and basically there will be darkness for a few hours. And so with physics we could understand it, and with physics we could come to the realization that this is not because of the sun god or the moon god. No, this is because of the moon comes before the sun and blocks the sunlight. Simple as that. And now in the 21st century, you do not even think about it because it's so obvious to you. But you have to understand that this is only a part of understanding reality. Because maybe 100 years from now, or like 1,000 years from now, we'll be talking about, this is because, my personal experience came to the realization that this very idea happened. Bro, I have no idea. If I would know that, then perhaps that would be the reality, and I would be the highest genius ever, but I do not know. I have no freaking clue. This is why I'm just figuring out some bullshit here. The point is that currently we have an understanding of that. And so another example, so before the 70s, where we didn't have the technology to come up with these huge telescopes, we thought that gravity works in a certain way. And after that, we had to figure out that Newton's gravity is not the whole concept either, because there had been the observations that the Andromeda galaxy, for example, has the object on the surface rotating with the same speed such as the objects in the how do you say that, in the core. And so the thing with it is that why, and this is the concept from where dark matter is coming from. And so we do not understand that yet. We are just, this is an idea, this is a theory that we came up with because we do not understand it. And this also signals that we just do not have a full understanding of reality, and we cannot ever have a complete understanding of reality. We can just come up with the best mental map ever, we can just come up with the best theories ever, and we can just go ahead and have our broadest understanding. And this is what science does. You know, we are broadening reality and questioning everything every single time. And when we can come up with something better, and if we can come up with a broader idea, a better idea, and something that comes with a solution for a problem that exists, and we avoided to take the problem on, then we can come up with something. And this is true for the objective and common level, such as the personal level. And this is perhaps the more important extension of this topic I wanted to talk about, because, you know, in your reality, you are always thinking about in certain manners, you're always thinking about certain ways regarding to yourself, regarding to your wealth, health, how you think about yourself, what is your personality. For example, let's suppose that you're broke, and let's suppose that in 10 years you're a millionaire. If you're a millionaire, then you do not look at expensive restaurants than you used to when you were broke. When you're a millionaire, then you do not look at, you know, opportunities, or you do not even look at like expensive cars. You look at expensive cars that I could buy tomorrow, that I could buy today, right now, in cash, you know. It doesn't make too much of a sense to you, you know. For example, like expensive cars. The same goes true when you're, you know, fat, and suddenly a few years goes on and you're just like fit. Now you're thinking about, yeah, you know, I can eat whatever the freaking hell I want, or I can just, you know, I'm fit, I'm looking good, you know, whatever. And so you understand, like, and this is just some very easy examples from self-image. But if we are diving deeper into that, like, who are you? What are you thinking about yourself? Like, what are the things, what are the ideas that are working in life currently for you? Like, you know, this is what we do, and I'm talking from personal experience, and I'm talking from my human error and my human failures. For example, in business, like, I tend to not test all of the opportunities. I tend to half-ass shit and just go ahead and, yeah, you know, it doesn't work. Have you tried out every single idea humanly possible regarding to that? For example, in advertising, let's suppose that there are three components that are determining the success of your campaign. The very first one would be your landing page. The second one would be your product, and the third one would be your video creative. Just let's oversimplify this. Have you tried out every single possibility with the landing page you could think of and make sense? Have you tried out every single thing with your product, with your pricing, with your page, you know? Have you tried every single video creative? Have you addressed every single problem? And so if the answer is no to any one of them, then you haven't tried out everything. And, you know, the thing is that it might work, you know. The thing is that it might work if you try out, you know, the 51st option. But this is just, again, an oversimplified thing. This is what we do. We do not have enough information, and we are coming to conclusions about stuff. We are coming to conclusion that, yeah, you know, the weather is bad and the government is bad, or, you know, I'm like a bad person because two you know, like random motherfuckers in the street yelled at you that you're a bad person. And you're just this so easily convinced, and you're just so easily, you know, getting involved into false beliefs, and, you know, think of reality as, you know, the simple oversimplified thing, and we are making it all black and white, you know. This is good, this is bad, this is me, this is not me. And if you want to grow spiritually, mentally, anyhow, this is the mindset you have to understand. You know shit, and reality is freaking not certain, bro. Reality is not certain, and you do not know shit. Because guess what? Tomorrow you might meet a person who, you together will make $100 million in a year. Who the freaking hell knows? Maybe you will come up with an idea which will be scientifically revolutionary, or entrepreneurship wise revolutionary, or art wise revolution. Who the freaking hell knows, man? Like, where are your limits? But until you're living in this created reality and in this created, well, nice, bordered self that you're creating to yourself, you cannot know that. So you have to deep into them. You have to dive into the unknown for that. You need to be brave and deep into that, man. So this is my message. But again, who am I to tell you what to do? I'm just asking the question, bro. Like, are you sure about what you know? Are you sure you know what you know?